Good evening, Terriers. It's Mr. DeVito, proud principal here at DeLand Middle School. Wanted to take a minute and welcome you to open house and go over a couple of things for tonight before you get going throughout the evening and checking out videos. Obviously, tonight's open house is virtual. You will see videos from all of your classroom teachers. There's links to them on our school website, as you can see, because you found this video of me welcoming you and getting the thing started. Before I turn you loose, though, and you start going through and checking out all the different videos and whatnot, just kind of want to introduce you and remind you of some various folks on campus if you ever need assistance. First off, I am the principal, Mr. DeVito. Mr. Goddard is our assistant principal in the 6th grade house and also over exceptional student education. Miss Range is our 7th grade house leader. She oversees transportation, safety, security, textbooks, inventory, bunch of different items like that. Mr. Ryan Mahaney is our 8th grade assistant principal. He is over data processing and curriculum. He's the one who gets to build all the really cool schedules, and he works with counselors when it comes to placement of students and making sure students are successful and get promoted to the next grade. Miss Eriko Jones is our dean of student relations, and that is what she does, and she does it extremely well. She works with our students. She helps mediate problems and issues that each other, as well as just tries to get out ahead of some things to help our students be successful. She's also our SAC chair. So for anybody who is on SAC or wants information about being part of our school advisory council, please see Ms. Eriko Jones. In our grade houses, there is a tremendous amount of support for your son or daughter throughout their time here at DeLand Middle School, and it starts at the grade houses. We have 3 amazing secretaries and we have 3 amazing counselors in that work with your students. In 6th grade, we have Miss Barbara Lantrip is the secretary. Mr. Weston is the school counselor. Miss Vega and Mr. Mercier are in the 7th grade house. In 8th, Miss Taylor, the secretary, and Miss Natasha Horn as the school counselor. And many of you are familiar with Miss Horn because she's been here for a number of years. And she herself was a DeLand Middle Terrier. So it's great to have Terriers here on campus. We also have my secretary, Miss Fisher. You can always reach her and she's able to get a hold of me, leave me a message. Our registrar, if you have needs to register your child, get grades, transcripts, any of those kind of things, you go through your registrar, Miss Davis. Attendance and bookkeepers, Miss Carol Sellery. If your child's going to be sick for a day or an extended period of time, you call her. She will note your attendance and make sure the child's attendance is excused. In the clinic, we have a new nurse this year, Miss Javon Collier, also a DeLand Middle Terrier back in the day. And so we're excited to have another Terrier back in the fold. Media Center, we have the one and only Miss Lori Beans, who is also our Teacher of the Year. So we're excited for her and all the great things she does for our students and for our staff. And in Schoolway Cafe, we have Miss Gina Crete. You can reach her if you have any needs from Schoolway Cafe, if you have questions with the lunch deliveries or any of that kind of stuff, or the meal deliveries rather, for students who are participating in Volusia Live, you can always call Miss Crete. She'll answer your questions. Wanted to give you these counselors' email addresses so that you have that as a way to reach them. So email is the best way to reach the counselor. You can call the grade house, and the grade house will help you as well. They'll leave a message for the counselor, but email is one of the best ways to get a hold of a school counselor. There's been a lot going on this year, a lot of interesting things happening with Volusia Live and brick and mortar and Volusia Online. So I kind of wanted to give you an update of what DeLand Middle looks like. Currently, we have about 970 students, or I'm sorry, we have 947 students on campus. We have 313 in 6th, 319 in 7th, and 315 in the 8th grade. Our number of students participating in person is growing. It's grown by about 100 students in the last month as students transition back to brick and mortar school. And then we also still have a number of students. We have about 270 of them participating in Volusia Live. So, and as you know, we are working on schedules, and come November, we're going to be creating pure live classes and pure brick and mortar classes, which will help your son or daughter, academically. Social media. Now, I know there's a lot of bad things with social media, and I'm one of the first to tell you that social media can be a serious problem, but it also can be a lot of fun and a way to get information out to you quickly, and in a manner that comes directly to your phone. Yes, I do the Connect Ed calls, but sometimes it's just as easy to put something out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and we have all those. So on Facebook, we've got the DeLand Middle Terrier page. On Twitter, we have @DeLand on Instagram, it's DeLand Middle Terriers. And the new social media platform that we'll be using here, and you're using it tonight, and for our 6th grade parents, they used it in the beginning of the school year for orientation, is YouTube. So all these videos are linked on YouTube. We'll be linking videos to YouTube from time to time, to show all the neat things our kids are doing, or just as another way to communicate and put information out there. So if you would, please make sure you're following as many of these social media platforms as you can. It's a great way for us to keep in touch throughout the school year and let you know what's going on. Lastly, I want to just kind of leave you with this quote. This quote actually hangs in all the teachers' classrooms. If we were doing an actual face-to-face open house tonight, you would see these hanging in every teacher's classroom. It is from Hamish Brewer. He is a principal up in Virginia. Look him up. He is a very different principal, but he's doing amazing things up in his school. And we did a book study, and we are trying to model ourselves after him and what he does for his students. And his quote that we have up here is, "Life is about the opportunity that you get to impact the world around you, to make a difference, to leave a legacy." And this year, that is our motto, our push. It is all about leaving the legacy at DeLand Middle School. DeLand Middle School has been here since the 1984 school year. Our roots as a school go all the way back to the 1800s, which is pretty impressive when you think about it. And for those of you who've been in town a while, you know, and you may have attended DeLand Middle or DeLand Junior High as a student. We obviously feed DeLand High School, so we want to build the legacy here at DeLand Middle School, so that we have impact the community and our students and our families, forever. So our legacy is what we're trying to build this year. Now, as far as the rest of the evening goes, you have found my video link here. So tonight, just go by subject. All the classes are in there by subject. I figured it was an easier way to do it. So you can go math, find your child's math teacher, click on their link. Some of the teachers have multiple videos because they might teach 6th grade math and 7th grade math. They might teach algebra and they might teach 7th grade math. So make sure you click on the video that's right for them. I titled them that way so they were easier for you to find. Have a good evening. Watch one of the videos, watch all the videos. You can watch them at your leisure. We're going to leave them open for a good amount of time so that you can get to meet your child's teacher. I hope you enjoy your evening. Thank you for being a part of DeLand Middle, and thank you for being a part of tonight's open house. Have a great evening.